Beginning resynchronization.
Hello and welcome to Resync, a podcast where friends talk about games.
Woo!
I'm Chase.
Sorry.
Woo!
Who are you?
I'm Chase.
My boy! And I'm Sam.
And I'm Kelly.
And this is going to be kind of a special episode. This is going to be Resync's year in review.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be talking about all things game-related, including some stuff about the Game Awards announcements, stuff about the award winners at the Game Awards, some stuff about our personal Steam Award nominations, and then we're going to take a little dip into our Steam replays, and then we're going to be going over our personal top 3 games that we have played this year. Doesn't have to be from this year, just games that we played. We're not really worried about keeping up to date with like all the newest stuff, but you know, I played a lot of games this year, and most of them didn't come out this year. So that's kind of how we felt we should make these lists. Some honorable mentions that we'll be talking about after that, and then we'll just kind of be talking about the year that Resync had.
Yapping.
Oh yeah, talking.
Maybe even dropping some hints about, what the next year holds for us.
Oh yeah.
What?
What?
Secrets.
And secrets do make friends. That saying is wrong.
Exactly.
Woohoo!
So nothing brings people together like a dark secret that they can't share with anybody else.
Oh, hell yeah.
I know what you did last summer.
You're speaking to me doing a rewatch of Pretty Little Liars right now. Let's not get into it.
We're not. I'm going to cut that out.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's getting removed.
We're not talking about that trash at all.
Okay.
I'm going to bleep it, actually.
And this is where we're going to lose the moms.
No, not the moms.
But, yeah, all right. So to start with, how about Kelly?
Hello.
Were there any games that were announced during the Game Awards that you're excited about?
Yeah. There were 2, in fact, that I'm extremely excited about. It's no secret to anyone who has listened to this podcast. I go absolutely bananas over the Tomb Raider franchise. Which is ironic because I've actually never played any of the original Tomb Raider games. I really should do that. I feel like I am kind of a cop-out calling myself a big Tomb Raider fan and having only played the definitive edition from I think it was 2016. That doesn't feel right though. Anyway.
Don't look to me for any information about time frames. I have no idea.
Well, regardless, they announced 2 new Tomb Raider games at the Game Awards.
One of them's a remake.
Yeah, but new to me.
Yeah.
New to me.
And I'm really freaking excited. I'm very excited.
Hell yeah. They looked interesting.
They looked really good.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw anything on those 2.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't even watch the Game Awards.
I'm gonna say I won't deny it. I didn't watch the full Game Awards. The past few Game Awards and with some of the fallout from this one that left kind of a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Like the awards ceremony itself has gotten to be less of a just celebrating and more of truly a competition of no, I deserve it. No, I deserve it.
Yeah. Well, and
I'm not about that.
the games announced are just who's spending the money to get that slot.
Oh,
so it's-
absolutely.
Right. So what I did do was I tried to find a few sources that had the different trailers, things that were shown. But I must have missed that one.
You should take a gander. I did not watch I almost said the Tomb Raider Awards. That's all they are to me, guys, the Tomb Raider Awards. I did not watch the Game Awards either, but I had several of my friends who know I love Tomb Raider reaching out to me going, hey, new Tomb Raider announced. And I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, that'll be coming out next year. Or at least the remake of the original will be coming out next year. And then the year after that is a new game.
Yeah.
Very nice. Not getting announcements that you're waiting 10 years for.
Well, we'll see. They can always push it back.
Don't put that energy out there. I'll be so sad.
The energy has always out there.
I know, but if we don't look at it, it'll go away.
We
Don't
just
say that to
ignore
a
it.
Silk Song fan. 7
is
years can
not-
happen really fast, but slowly. Chase, I know you said you hadn't watched them, but any of the announcements make it to your ear holes?
So I know that we had very, very lightly discussed it. I'm trying to think of the exact name of it. Badger.
Bradley Badger?
Bradley Badger. I wanted to say Bucky. That I saw stuff for and immediately kind of caught my eye because you've gotten me reinterested in platformers and
Like the mascot platformer games.
yeah, and we had kind of discussed this, but Bradley Badger looks like it could be able to capture the fun that Astrobot did, because I know Astrobot was very heavily enjoyed by a lot of people. But I think, we both kind of agreed when we were discussing it, definitely looks like it'll have more personality.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know, just the little bit of like footage that they showed, the like aspect of being a platforming character going through different genres, because they showed almost like a Dark Souls style like combat.
Yeah, and then they showed like a not Left 4 Dead, maybe Left 4 Dead, but like a Last of Us style like zombie survival thing.
Yeah, so that definitely has my interest. And then I think both of us had said we were excited for it, which I've learned some disappointing news about. Was very excited for the Divinity announcement.
What news did you learn that's disappointing?
The head of Larian has announced that they are using generative AI.
No.
And, while obviously AI is a part of games no
Yeah.
matter what. Definitely not to the degree that like AI is now with other things, especially Keeley generative AI. So I think Hideo Kojima made a comment talking about it of like using AI to like boost like NPC interactions, like the way that they'll respond to players and learn from them.
Yeah.
Love the concept of putting more focus into AI like that for games. But it really disappointing to see generative AI specifically.
What was the context?
Exactly, yeah.
Using it for what's the word I'm looking for? Like concept art, design. Yeah. So just some worrying things that I've seen that haven't necessarily entirely killed any hype that like may be there, but has definitely reeled me back into, well, we'll see what it looks like when it gets released.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was an interview or something, but yeah, I hadn't seen that. That's stinky.
That is stinky.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll catch a lot of flack for that.
They have been so far.
Well, I guess I can skip over the Larian game because we just talked about it, but Divinity does look wild. Fate of the Old Republic was also
Yes.
announced, which is I don't know if it's just considered like a spiritual successor to KOTOR or if it's like, it's made by the same dude.
I can't remember. I remember reading something. I think it might be like timeline wise, even potentially a prequel to the original Knights.
Well, yeah, but like, I don't know if it's technically related story wise.
Oh, okay. No, I see what you mean. I follow.
Yeah, but definitely an interesting announcement. Just a teaser trailer, so nothing real to sink our teeth into, but a Star Wars game, Kelly.
Cool.
I saw the blank look of, I don't know what the hell that is.
Hey, you can't be calling me out like that.
Said nobody else saw that.
Yeah, no one else saw. Just let me sit in silence, dude.
Oh, and well, I know, maybe you don't even know what this is. There's a pod racing game coming out.
Cool. I know what pod racing is.
Okay, this is pod racing. Galactic Racer was announced. That looks like it's going to be interesting with people from, I think, Need for Speed and Burnout, possibly. There were like some people who had made pretty popular racing games that are connected to it. I can't remember exactly which games, but people who know like how to make a racing game are working on Galactic Racer. So that'll be interesting to see how that develops and evolves. A few weirder ones. Coven of the Chickenfoot. This was a game announced from the director of Last of Us. who had left Naughty Dog. You play as this old woman who is a witch from a coven of the chicken foot. She's got chicken feet. And you have a weird Ghibli-esque style monster pet that you run around and solve little puzzles with, it looks like.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
It seems pretty cute. I'm interested in it. I'll be intrigued to see kind of like what the game is as it gets closer to coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those were the ones that really kind of piqued my interest.
I just remembered there was another one, and this is probably why it wasn't at the forefront. Invincible Versus is coming out. The Invincible comic series and TV show fighting game, which I like fighters. It'll be interesting to see. Most, in my opinion, I played like the old Bleach fighting game on like the Wii and stuff like that. And Naruto fighting games, some of the Dragon Ball Z fighting games have done a good job of like being fun fighters. But a lot of the other like random like tie-in ones can be kind of iffy. So we'll be interested to see if Invincible's actually fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I think their announcement was just like a character.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have something. It's not like a new release that was announced, but it was something that I brought up on the podcast a little while ago when I was talking about Witchbrook and how I was so excited for that to come out at the end of this year. They pushed it back. So
And
That's
this was
sad.
not at the Game Awards, but yeah, Witchbrook, a game coming to Steam hopefully next year.
it said 2026, but who knows?
Yeah.
For those listening, by the way, Invincible Versus will be released sometime in 2026. It is not currently out.
I just have seen so many fighting games that have like betas going on right now. I couldn't remember if that was one that was out or that I'd just seen people had like got to play a little bit of already.
Yeah. Have they said anything about Haunted Chocolatier in a while?
Not that I've seen. No, I haven't seen anything recently.
Darn.
Yeah.
That okay. You know
It'll
how you
come
were
when it
just
comes.
you know how you were just talking about like don't talk to a Silk Song fan about that.
Yeah.
Bro, don't talk to a fucking Haunted Chocolatier fan about it. Do I seem aggro? I am.
So did I just get really aggressive? Maybe.
Uh-oh, he's looking up when Haunted Chocolatier was announced versus when Silk Song was announced. He loves to Google and prove me wrong.
It's not just what? No. You just speaking misinformation is gonna like what do you want?
The truth.
Yeah, I don't think you want the truth. The Haunted Chocolatier was announced in 2021. At the end of 2021. So you got a little ways to go before you can say anything about Silk Song.
I was gonna say you got at least 2 more years.
Hey, so we're going to cut that out, right?
Nope.
So gaslight.
No, wait. No, wait.
And I mean, in terms of wrapping up our little segment about the Game Awards, Expedition 33 won, I would say, pretty handily. I don't think anything else sticks out.
It's officially on my wish list now.
Other than some weird Miss Piggy shit and you didn't see that? Miss Piggy showed up.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
And she was hitting on Jeff so much.
Hell yeah.
It was really weird to watch.
So that made me a little uncomfortable.
And then, some weird like hero shooter style game from the people who made Apex Legends is coming out, but like people are confused about why that was the like, this is the big announcement. This is our last slot. I'm sure it was money that put them there, but that was a big fizzle to a kind of also already boring announcement.
Yeah,
an awards thing.
A boring announcement to wrap up the show, but also I don't speak for everybody and I don't speak for an entire community, but as somebody who has seen a lot of very vocal people from the Titanfall and Apex community talking, is they did not want a hero shooter. They do not.
They just want a Titanfall 3.
They want Titanfall 3.
And for people looking for a Titanfall 3, check out on Steam. There's a game called Diesel Knights. It just got backed on Kickstarter. It's got a pretty vocal, small community forming around it. There is a playable demo out for it. It's free. You can do a co-op couch co-op style, or I think you can maybe play online. I don't know yet, but Diesel Knights, I think a lot of people are really excited about it who are fans of Titanfall 2. So, that's something to look out for if that's up your alley. But yeah.
Yeah, well, and as some final thoughts on Expedition and their Game Awards is, I know I'm the only one at the table at the moment that has played through Expedition, and
they won 33 awards, right? For all of them that they were nominated for.
But so I know it might have upset people that they won so many. And
I mean, I don't care.
I was gonna say, and that's your opinion, but also remember that had your game won, would you have wanted, everybody who didn't want your game to win throwing a big old hissy fit about it? Probably not.
Yeah.
And honestly, I know we've talked about it, Sam. I think Expedition earned every award that it got.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying they didn't earn it. I just think that the categories are structured strangely.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't remember for whichever awards that they were nominated, they got a nomination for Game of the Year and then also Best Indie Game of the Year. So, like, if you win Game of the Year, are you not inherently the best indie game?
Yeah.
So, like, what's
that's an
the
interesting
category
point.
distinction there?
Yeah, that almost seems like, and this is just me talking, but seems like a way to diminish indie games.
Yeah.
Because again, like you just said, if you are the Game of the Year, if you are an indie game and you happen to win Game of the Year, then to a degree it should kind of just go without saying that you were the indie game of the year if you are the overall game of the year as an indie game.
I feel like they just need to be a little more thoughtful with their categories because they seem poorly thought out.
Yeah.
If there's that much overlap. And also, like, 11 nominations is nuts. But like you said, they made a really good game, so I'm not fussing about that.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like when Baldur's Gate did a fucking full sweep.
They didn't full sweep.
So they didn't full sweep.
I don't know how many they won.
A lot.
I just know their big point of contention was their getting Game of the Year over Spider-Man 2,
which like, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't know. People, there's like a whole, and this is gonna, be a divisive thing to say, but there's a whole community of people who just don't actually play video games that have a lot of investment in like the best shooter. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know, just being like, what the hell? Why didn't Arc Raiders win? Okay, streamers, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be divisive. I might cut that out. But still, it's like, come on. Like,
no, but
majority of people like games that streamers don't play. So they don't really, I don't know. I digress. So, but yeah, that'll be all we say about the Game Awards. It was meh. Actually, before we move on, there was one thing I thought might stick out. Did you see the stuff about For Loop?
I did not.
There is a game called For Loop that's being made by Bad Robot, which is that
Sony. It's a Sony team, isn't it?
Bad Robot is that director dude. He's like a movie guy. The movie studio Bad Robot.
Oh.
It's Bad Robot and the guy who made Left 4 Dead. So I thought that might be intriguing to you. It's a 4-player, seemingly like kind of roguelike or roguelite, some kind of shooter, weird, strange, apocalyptic style thing where you're trying to save the world and you die a lot.
Okay.
And it's like built into the story of the game.
I'll definitely have to get that on my radar and keep an eye on it. I will just say, I love Left 4 Dead. I've told you, I used to play Left 4 Dead for like 8 hours straight, 3 months straight during the summer.
Oh yeah.
And quote unquote, the original team of Left 4 Dead went on to do Back 4 Blood, which is a very Left 4 Dead clone game.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't that good at the time that I played it at release, so I didn't like come back for like, they did add like new missions, a few like more bits of content, but was not as like good in my opinion. Didn't really capture the same magic that Left 4 Dead did.
Well, and it definitely didn't have the same audience appeal because I don't even remember hearing anything about Back 4 Blood. So
yeah, so I would love to be like, oh, like Left 4 Dead dev team's working on this? That's like
Well,
exciting.
no,
Or at least like
not the dev team. One of the guys who was like creator of Left 4 Dead.
okay.
So
okay.
like one of the people who like I don't know exactly who
like
he
what
is,
role,
but like he
or-
was
yeah,
like
involved.
not. It's not a team. It's like a specific dude.
Okay. Yeah. I'll definitely have to keep my eye on that. You said For Loop.
For Loop. Yep. All right. Well, wrapping up our Game Awards conversation, let's move on to the more community-oriented awards, the Steam Awards. We all have nominated games for the Steam Awards, and we're going to go through and talk about those. So, yeah, let us pull up our stuff.
My Steam Award nominations, looking at them, I feel kind of bad about them. I feel like some of them are cop-outs.
There's no reason to feel bad. This is just what you wanted to nominate. So tell us what you feel like is a cop-out.
Well, I don't know. Do you want me to just go down the list?
Yeah,
Okay.
might as well. Or we could go through and do each of the categories game by game for each of us.
I feel like that one might flow better.
All right, then we'll do game by game. What's your Game of the Year nomination?
My Game of the Year award nomination was for Dispatch.
Oh, really?
Yes,
yeah,
it
you
was.
finished it last night.
I did, and I actually, that's kind of why I feel like it was a bit of a cop-out, because I nominated Dispatch for Game of the Year before I had even purchased it. However, I stand by that nomination, because I did, in fact, finish it last night because I wanted to see if it would make my top 3 games that I played this year. So I was like, I have to finish Dispatch before we record the podcast tomorrow.
We'll talk more about that when we get to our top 3 list then.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to tell me about that.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will.
Chase, what about you?
So my Game of the Year this year, I put down Monster Hunter Wilds.
Nice.
I've just been playing a ton of it.
I've seen
I've
seen
also.
you jumping onto that quite a bit. Mine, I don't think anybody will be surprised that mine is Silksong.
No way.
What?
Yeah, I mean, it was worth the wait. How about VR Game of the Year? I still nominated game even though I didn't play any VR this year, just because, I don't know, I wanted to. If you guys didn't, then I can just say mine real quick.
I skipped it.
Yeah, I skipped VR Game of the Year just because I don't even know really any of the VR games that came out this year. So
Yeah.
my opinion on it's moot.
I was in the same exact boat. I was like, this feels weird. I don't want to just pick something and be like, this one.
I'm going to just pick something, and it's because the effort that the Midnight Walk visually took doing claymation and scanning in all of those clay figures and clay models to create a game that's fully claymation. Just visually stunning. So even though I only saw the trailer, I voted for Midnight Walk.
Is that game exclusively VR?
Nope.
Okay, see, I didn't know that it was VR.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. I had seen somebody play through a few sections of it. So to know that you could be like
In there?
right up
Yeah.
in that game was gorgeous.
Yeah. That's the main reason I nominated it, just because I was like, wow, you can really see the effort put into this thing. So how about Labor of Love Award?
That went to V Rising for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. We've been putting a lot of time into that.
Oh, I absolutely love V Rising. V Rising is one of the very few games that I follow religiously the devlogs, because I like to know what they're gonna add. I like to know what's going on. The dev team is really cool. Just like me, as if I know them on a personal level, just like the way they phrase their devlogs. So like anybody listening, if you're writing devlogs for a game, I just want you to know, if you're writing them like in an interpersonal way, you're doing it right. I eat that shit up. You know, the very, very big listening community we have, where
our
someone
15
would,
followers.
yeah, where someone would definitely be writing a devlog.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sure. Why not? I'm sure. Hey, I'm going to make a guess that somebody listening is a developer.
That'd be rad. Yeah, I mean, they've just added so much to V Rising over the years. Just like the little changes that they've made, they've added lots of really excellent quality of life stuff, along with just like overall really big game changing overhaul things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When we jumped back into it this year, I was like, dang, they really made this game into a full thing.
Yeah, it's really fun to hop into V Rising and hit M to open your map and see tons of new big chunks of land on the map that were not there when we first started playing. I always think that's super fucking cool.
Yeah, I was thinking about V-Rising too, but my the only reason I didn't put it on this section is that in order to have fun, I have to have changed settings to make the crafting take way less time.
Yeah, that's very fair.
My Labor of Love award goes to Core Keeper, another game that you and I played, Kelly. I've talked about Core Keeper a little bit on here already. I don't have much else to say on it. I just thought it was a really well-crafted and well updated game. You can tell that they're really putting a lot of effort into it. So,
yeah, that's one that I definitely need to go back to. I own it, but I haven't. That's another one I played on release. I enjoyed it, but then just like we've talked about with early access things, you play it, you put it down, and then you forget. Hey, they've been updating this.
Oh yeah. Did you ever defeat any of like the main 3 bosses when you played upon release?
I don't remember if I beat any of the bosses. I do remember the giant worm.
Yeah, Gorm. Gorm the Devourer.
The worm, or you just remember the worm being there?
I just remember him being
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they've changed. The reason I bring it up is because like that absolutely deserves a labor of love, I would say, Sam, because like they've also done crazy big overhauls on Core Keeper. They've changed one of the original bosses to kind of just be like a little side boss and put something in the original and put something in like the main 3 bosses that has a little more spice.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look back into that.
Holler if you do. I'd love to play with you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love Core Keeper.
Yeah, Core Keeper's fun.
See, I was kind of dogging on Larian a little bit earlier, but for my labor of love, I did Baldur's Gate 3 because they have been continuing to support the modding community, the modding in console, and like crossover between console and PC, which wasn't like always there. And them, I don't know if it's out yet, and I don't know of like a window for its release, but they have stated that they're making it now possible for people to make their own full campaigns.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Because I looked into that and I couldn't find that.
See, that's here.
So I think I maybe know what you're talking about. It might be something different.
I was going to say, I believe
about
it's technically like not like them. It's like mod.
Oh,
it's like the
They're,
DLC modding framework.
They're
Mod community,
allowing access to
they
be
like
able to like
gave out all the
actually-
tools.
They
Yes.
did do that. They
Yes.
have done that already. I was actually just looking at that yesterday because me, the freak that I am, I was looking for a specific Baldur's Gate soundtrack that is not on Spotify, and it makes me so mad. And I have the Digital Deluxe DLC, and so I was checking to see if I had the DLC downloaded, and on the DLC Steam page, there's like modding framework support that you can get, so you can really, really get into the meat of the game files.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And that's something that Valve, I believe, has done that, where they've given their source code out for like old Half-Life source.
Yeah, I mean, Gary's mod exists
and
because of that kind of thing.
I think that is like one of the coolest things that like publisher, devs, company, whatever, like whoever gets final say over like, yeah, you guys can give all this out, is amazing because that also is what leaves like framework for when licensing goes out and like, oh, the game's like getting pulled. Like, no, we can still access and use these files and
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll live on.
Well, yeah, and that's, I feel like that really shows that a game cares about its players.
Yes.
Because when they leave a game behind, they go, hey, thank you guys so much for playing this. We've had a really great time working on Baldur's Gate 3. We want you guys to continue having a good time, even though we're not going to be actively working on new stuff for it anymore. Here's a way you can make new stuff that you want to see in the game. That's a goated move. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah, another game that does that that's not on this list because it's been around for way longer than most of these things is Terraria. Terraria is still getting updates. They keep saying it's the last one, and I don't fucking believe them.
They just had a Pal World crossover a few months ago.
Yeah, they do insane amounts of crossovers, and just I think at this point I've seen 4 like final updates to Terraria.
I mean, that's just like, I can't think of his name, but the guy behind Stardew was like, oh, no, this is it. I want to change this, and then just
Yeah.
rolls out a new update.
I love him. Dear God, I love Concerned Ape.
All right. Now, the next one is the best game on Steam Deck award. And I will open with, obviously, for me, it was Silksong.
Sure.
That's fair.
I played it almost exclusively on Steam Deck. So
I don't have a Steam Deck. So the best that I could come up with was also Silksong, even though I have not played it yet. I did play Hollow Knight for the first time this year.
Oh, yeah.
And I played it exclusively on my Switch.
Yeah.
And so just playing that and feeling how fucking good it felt, I was like, there's no way that Silksong does not feel this good, if not better, which I know it does because Sam has been absolutely just like talking my ear off about everything Silksong when he was playing. And I was like, I'm gonna give kudos where it's deserved. I'm gonna give Silksong Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Because it should have Steam Deck.
See, Steam Deck for me, and because this is another one I exclusively played on Steam Deck, was the new Digimon Time Stranger game, which loved. Had multiple times where I would sit at my desk in like a Discord call with friends because I was like, oh, like I still want to play, but I'm not putting this on my PC, and not because like I think it would have run poorly, but Digimon Time Stranger has kind of made itself known now to me as a replacement for how much Pokemon has let me down.
Oh, yeah.
And Pokemon were always a handheld, on-the-go game.
It just
growing
feels
up.
right.
Yeah, it just feels natural to play it.
Hell
But
yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm really interested to see where we all landed with this next one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we've kind of all been in at least a relatively similar sphere of our nominations so far.
Well, let's just on a countdown. We'll 3, 2,
Oh,
we'll
God.
3, 2, 1,
Better
then
with Friends.
say our Better with Friends award nominations.
Okay. Are we going 3, 2, 1, and then the?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm gonna be saying 1, so I can't say my thing at 1.
That's
so
true.
After 1, yes.
Guys, the time will debate on or after 1.
3, 2, 1.
Peak.
Yep. No surprise there. Peak is fucking fun.
Look at that.
Not
All
surprised.
3 of your hosts today, just same wavelength.
I don't know why that really caught me off guard.
You were surprised?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know either. I really thought we were all going to say different things. You know what? I shouldn't have thought that. We had an entire episode where we discussed Peak and Friend Slop.
Yeah.
By the way, slightly off topic, one of my friends now just says Friend Slop in conversation all the time.
Yeah, it's a term. People have been using it.
Well, he had never said it before listening to the podcast.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
We unleashed a monster.
Yeah.
Because that whole podcast turned into me saying, maybe I should get away from saying that.
I haven't said it since
Said
the
it
podcast.
seems derogatory. And
I haven't said
you
it
know
since
what? I might say it with love, but
Slop.
you can't say rude things with love.
Hey, I
and
love
expect it
slop.
to be good.
I make almost exclusively slop for my lunches at work.
Some
And
goulash.
I will just eat that slop up. For the Outstanding Visual Style Award, Chase, what did you have for that?
So this is one, I think this game is on your radar. So there's a chance that maybe you would have gone with this one unless you went Silk Song for Outstanding Visual.
Actually went a little off script with this one.
That
Okay.
surprises me.
So I actually picked Hades 2 for my
That's fair.
Outstanding Visual
That
art
game
style.
looks beautiful. The trailer, dude. Oh my god, the trailer is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I have it on my Switch. I haven't started it yet. And if I had, I'm sure it probably would get Outstanding Visual because I've watched my good friend Casey play it, and it is so beautiful.
It is. I would heavily recommend it. I loved the first one. I really enjoyed this one. It's same situation. I bought it early access, so I've played through at the time like all that was out, and I think there's been like one more major update since I stopped, but
I mean, it's full release, so it's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
finished game. So
actually, yeah, so I can probably actually finish my runs now. I don't have to get to a spot and get told, all right, you're done.
No, evil.
oh yeah, but Hades 2.
Haiti 2? There's a second Haiti?
Wait, whoa.
Said New Continent just dropped.
Hades 2 makes a lot of sense because it's really good looking.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Kelly?
My outstanding visual style, I went ahead and gave it to Silk Song. I feel like actually the reason that I feel like some of these are cop-outs is because I feel like
I mean, you haven't played all of them.
Exactly. And I don't think there were many options that had come out this year that I was looking at that I was like, I don't know shit about this game. So I felt like giving Silk Song outstanding visual style was kind of fair for me because even though I haven't played it, it's a game.
You can nominate whatever game you want from this year.
I know, but I feel like I have to justify it. Is that even though it's not a game that I have played, I watched you play a little bit of it. And there were also several instances where you went, look how fucking good this looks. And I was like, oh my God, that does look good.
Yeah. That's true. Also, what I meant by that is that you could have typed in any game as a nomination. You didn't have to pick from the options that they showed you. That was just suggestions. You can type in. Steam nominations are whatever you want as long as it came out this year.
I think this is how Chase felt when I asked him if he knew about a bunch of mechanics in Metroid Fusion.
Yeah.
I think he felt worse if I'm going to be fair.
So do you currently feel like crying?
I don't feel like crying,
Yeah, so
but I
it's
feel
not even
shook.
close.
Different level.
Not even close.
What about you?
Mine was pretty close. It would have been Silk Song if not for this late entry into my games that I played this year, Absalom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Absalom is imagine if you take a game like Castle Crashers, like a side-scrolling beat 'em up, and you mix it with Hades, and it's animated beautifully. It looks like a graphic novel, basically.
Yeah, what little bit we played was beautiful to look at.
Such a stunning game. So that got my vote.
I'm gonna throw an honorable mention out for that game.
Oh yeah.
If it hadn't gone to another game, that one might have gotten music for me.
Oh dude. Oh my God.
Underking.
The Underking's theme during his fight is a Mick Gordon track, which is, for those of you who don't know, listeners, Mick Gordon made the soundtrack for Doom. And the Underking fight goes so fucking hard because of the music. And I mean, the fight is fun, but also the music goes insane.
I'm pissed. I didn't know you could type in names. I would have given it to different stuff.
Oh.
Okay, from now on when I go, I'm going to say what I gave it to and what I would retroactively give it now.
All right.
Rectro.
Rectum.
Hey, wait. Don't look at each other when you say that. Don't look at each other when you say that.
All right. Moving on to the Most Innovative Gameplay Award.
This one I stand by.
This one, I mean, at least in the first couple of weeks, I'll stand by. I haven't played it since, Chase, you and I last played, but Arc Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that it was a very cool twist on a genre that I did not have any interest in, but extraction shooters, something I'm not really interested in even still, but Arc Raiders was very fun and kept me coming back for at least the first 2 weeks. Haven't played it in a while, but that's because I was busy with trying to get through some other games for this episode, and I've heard that the community has since started to devolve, but I'm sure it's still pretty fun.
Yeah, we'll have to get back into that together soon.
For sure.
What was your most innovative, Chase?
So this is the first of many that this game's going to get brought up for here at the end.
Okay.
Expedition 33.
Oh my gosh, it's getting nominated for more than one thing?
No way. That's crazy.
Amazing.
But for most innovative gameplay, I gave it to Expedition 33 because, yes, there are other like party-based JRPG style games that allow you to like block incoming damage.
Yeah, like timing-based
yeah.
combat elements.
But, between parrying, blocking, jumping attacks, using like gradient parries, which are another like special thing. They're
hitting shit with a baguette.
Yeah. But like 4 different ways to defend yourself from like different things mid-combat.
Yeah.
And the different, like every character has their own like special bar, not a bar, but like essentially every character has their own special like not use case, but like setups for how their abilities like play off of each other and play off of others.
Different synergies.
Yeah. And I've played like at least 2 other party-based JRPGs this year. And
Yeah, this was the year of the JRPG for you.
It was. And honestly, that might stick, man.
Hell yeah.
That genre is just speaking to me right now.
Hell yeah.
How about you, Kelly?
For me, for most innovative gameplay, it was kind of a hands down, no question situation for me. I put Date Everything.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, what I like about Date Everything in terms of most innovative gameplay is that the game itself to play, so simple. But the idea behind it is so fucking creative. Everyone's so creative. It's so creative. And so interesting. And I just love the idea of like, all right, you put on these sunglasses and guess what? Now you can romance inanimate objects in your home. Girl? Hey.
That girl.
That girl came from my soul. It was absolutely instinctive. What I was going to say is, girl, you know me. I love to fucking video games.
I do indeed. I do indeed know you. Next category, best game you suck at. I'll just start off again. Marvel Rivals. I played a lot of this game around the time that it came out and the months following. I still like the game, but as metas formed and people got good, my skill level kind of stayed in one spot other than on one character. I'm good at Thor. I'll agree. I'm good at Thor.
You are very good at Thor.
But everyone else,
I'm going to sound really conceited when I say this. I almost put Marvel Rivals for best game you suck at. But here's the truth. I don't suck at Marvel.
To be fair, when you were making this decision, I told you that you didn't suck at Marvel Rivals. This is not a decision you made based on like just purely your own feelings about it. I also agreed that you do not suck at this game.
Thank you.
I say, hey, that's the confirmation. It's not just ego.
That's true. What I put was Hollow Knight Silk Song. What I retroactively would have put after knowing that I can type my own fucking games is probably Hollow Knight.
No, it still has to be a 2025 game.
God damn it. I don't think I know how this works.
I just said it. It has to be a 2025 game, but you can look up whatever you want.
I feel stupid.
You're not. You're not stupid. So you did not get to nominate Hollow Knight. Sorry.
God damn it. All right. Chase, best game you suck at.
See, I ran with the same thought process. Hollow Knight Silk Song got my best game that I suck at because I haven't beaten it, not nearly as far as Sam was with nearly as much time as I've put into it. But I've definitely been enjoying it. Getting my ass whooped, which is also...
How far did you make it again?
I made it past the fourth chorus.
Okay, yeah.
And another couple, I think I've beaten a total of 5 or 6.
So you're still definitely
maybe.
within Act 1 though.
Yeah, still Act 1. And it's definitely a Bricks' Utensils thing as we've started to notice.
Well, I mean, I remember us talking about you not even knowing that tools existed.
Yeah. And then getting stuck on a boss for 2 days, only to find out that a quest that I had beaten that I could turn in, but why am I going to backtrack to turn something in when I can just keep pushing forward? Would have made it to where I didn't have to fight that boss at that time, and I would have been able to move forward.
Gotta love that Morwing fight.
I
skipped it.
I can't help it. When something gets hard, I don't go, oh, maybe now's not the time for me to do this. I go, I'm gonna do it.
Guys,
my head is bleeding and this wall is cracked.
Literally.
And that's progress.
Hey, you guys, if we ever get to a point where we can make merch, I would like to put out a petition for the first shirt to be Bricks as Utensils.
Oh, I think so too.
I want a Bricks as Utensils shirt so bad.
Well, actually, I think the merch, we should probably just make Resync merch at first.
Hey, you know what?
Themed merch.
Hey.
Oh,
That's
you mean,
a really
you
good
mean
idea.
This?
Like the sweater that Chase is wearing right now.
The first and only current piece of official Resync merch.
It's
Thank you,
very
Maddie.
cool. Thank you, Maddie.
My wife.
That's my freaking girl right there.
It's okay, because that's my man.
Okay, hey, wait.
Hey, you started this.
No, I didn't.
We're
You
just
guys
finishing
started it. Maddie and I introduced you guys, so I will always win.
So you did start it.
Yeah, you started it.
Fuck.
You have done this yourself.
You're
That's
the
true.
architect of your own demise.
You know what? That's fine.
On to the next award. Best soundtrack. Chase, I know what you're going to say, so why don't you go first?
With hands down, Expedition 33 gets best soundtrack.
Oh.
Because obviously, listeners, if you've been here since the early episodes, I have stated not that I don't listen to the music in games, but it tends to just fade
Blend
to the
in.
back. No. Expedition 33 was like every single song was just, whether it was making me pumped up for this fight, like I don't know the title of the song, but the final fight of the game is just backed with the most insane song. But then like there were also songs where I was, getting me feeling sad and just like super somber, and it impacted me.
I gotta play this fucking game.
I told you, man. It's
I
French.
know.
You would love it.
You're making me so pumped to play this game.
Kelly, how about you?
I think we should say our best soundtrack at the same time, you and me.
All right.
Ready?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Silk
Song.
Song.
Yeah.
And, even though you haven't played it, you have heard me playing it.
Oh, yes,
And
I have.
The soundtrack is fucking beautiful.
Yep, I have heard you. I've heard you play Silk Song behind me a lot of times.
And then I've also gone like, babe, holy shit, listen to this song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And guys, I'm a huge music geek. Specifically, I have a very special place in my heart for love of soundtracks. In fact, let me go ahead and pull up a screenshot super fast that I took from my Spotify Rewind this year, y'all. My number one song this year was I Want to Live by Borislav Slavov from Baldur's Gate 3. I listened to this song 89 times this year. It is my go-to song. I don't know what it is. Gets my heart rate down if I'm feeling anxious, if I'm just wanting to chill, I need to focus on something. I Want to Live instrumental version from Baldur's Gate is going on.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I will also, honorable mention for me, will give to Silk Song, because I haven't touched it in probably like over a month at this point, and I can still hear Chakra's humming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Dude, Sherma's little song.
See, I think that's one where we talked about is I haven't seen Sherma again because I don't explore well.
Yeah. Hey, man. He's just my freaking boy. That's all.
My boy.
Dude, I close my eyes at night and I hear Sam playing Silk Song behind me. I hear, breath. Yeah.
Aye.
Oh,
Dude, well, I'm thinking about like the main battle theme, like the
Oh, yeah.
like that one goes fucking hard.
This is going to be a weird connection. You know who Chakra's humming reminds me of?
Who?
And I don't know her name. The actress who played the moon in Bear in the Big Blue House.
I don't know what that is.
My friends, goodbye. I love the moon.
We can't.
So we're going to get struck.
No. You're too good. You can't sing. Stop.
You should bleep it out.
No, it's not going to get caught. That was short enough.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Moving on. Outstanding Story-Rich Game Award. This will be my one and only cop-out
Okay.
because I haven't played this game, but I played the first one this year, Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. I just assumed that this one was going to have a good story too, so I voted for it. But in reality, this is just a stand-in vote for the first game.
That's fair.
What was yours, Chase?
Well, you go ahead.
Okay.
'Cause
We know what his is going to be.
What? Mine was, and this is one that I'm like, okay, I put this before I had played the game, and then I played the game, and I agree with the vote. I gave it to Dispatch.
Nice.
Dispatch was so fucking good because the category for Outstanding Story Rich Game Awards is pretty much like, I was going to read it aloud.
Oh,
I
you're good.
decided
We don't
immediately
need to.
that I don't want to do that, actually.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
It is. For a game that I wish there was more of already, I am already dying for more of this game. The characters immediately pull you in. And it's just such a fucking good game. It's such a good game. More on this later.
Nice.
Robert, have you seen my stapler?
I have not seen anything about Dispatch, so.
I just know Moist Critical's in it
Oh,
as
yeah.
Sonar, and it now whenever I look at any videos from Moist Critical, all I see is Sonar.
Young Gravy is also in it. Did you know that?
Who's he?
Young Gravy is Gollum.
Who is that?
Young Gravy is a musician.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say do you know BB No Money?
Yeah.
He's the like blonde dude, skinny white dude that hangs out with him.
Oh,
I think Young Gravy, to a degree, like, I think they both kind of came up at the same time.
I think so. I would say that's accurate.
I'm unfamiliar with Gravy Man.
I do not know
With
the
Gravy Man.
I
He
do
is
not
also
know this
for the
Mr.
moms.
Gravy.
I know.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? I
yeah,
did know
he
that.
is.
I knew this is the only thing I knew about him is that he likes moms.
He and
What's
I would
wrong
get
with
along real good, guys.
My wife is a mom.
That's fair.
Keep her away from Young Gravy.
All right.
See, what we all knew was going to happen is my vote for Outstanding Story-Rich Game is Expedition 33.
No way! Whoa.
We
'Cause
didn't
again,
plan that.
No,
I-
we didn't.
I just talked about the music being able to make me feel things, and this is my go-to for it, like story moment, no spoilers, is a conversation between a man and a big blimp man just having a genuine heart-to-heart conversation that hurt my soul. And it just beautiful game. Excellent writing.
Hell yeah. The French.
The French.
French.
The French. The Français.
All right.
Final nomination.
The final award. Sit back and relax. I voted for Haste. Because Haste is a brain off game through and through for me. Just running fast and jumping pretty good.
I went ahead and I put Date Everything.
Hell yeah.
I did Haste as well.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Because I was like, you know what? I just follow the line.
Yeah. It's just a brain off game, man.
I really thought about putting Marvel Rivals for Sit Back and Relax.
That's a lie.
No, well, because it has become kind of a brain off game for me. I really love Marvel Rivals.
It's not relaxing at all.
It's not relaxing. It makes me so mad.
I know. That's why I was. Yeah.
So that'd be like the equivalent of way back in the day when I was still playing like Dark Souls all the time.
Oh,
We'd
yeah.
just be like, oh, sit back and relax. That's Dark Souls. What do you mean?
Yeah. Do you guys see those Instagram reels of like me coming home for the day to play my game from my very stressful day to play my game that puts me in immediate rage?
No.
I fear that's me.
We were also just on different short form.
Oh, I
content.
know. Yeah, because if I were to open Instagram and show the search right now, it would all be like YN CEO POV.
We don't need to go into this.
I'm happy to though.
No, it's unrelated. Let's move on. So next, that's wrapping up the our Steam Award nominations. Let us know in the comments what you nominated if you nominated games for the Steam Awards. Next, we're going to be going through our Steam Replay 2025. I guess we can just go down the list and talk about some of these statistics that it tracked. So 2025, I played 49 games, which was 16 more than last year. 24 new games, 20 demos. 20 demos is crazy.
20 demos
That
is
is.
crazy.
And then one playtest.
This was definitely the year of the demo for you. You were going crazy on demos.
I love
earlier
demos.
This year.
This is not just a this year thing. This is just the most I've talked about it because we started the podcast.
Yeah. How's it looking for you, Chase?
So I had 82 games played this year.
Holy shit.
8 more than last year. 38 being new games. And 3 being demos.
Wow.
Yeah, not proud. Not proud.
Mine was 54 games played this year, 12 games more than last year, 21 of which were new games, and one of them was a demo, and I can tell you right now that I know that demo was Date Everything.
Nice.
What do your achievement stats look like, Sam?
This year I unlocked 261 achievements. I guess 45 more than last year, with 28 games achievements and 22 rare achievements.
I unlocked 250 achievements this year, which is apparently 14 less than I did last year.
Loser!
I know, right? From 30 games with 31 rare achievements.
So, hold on. How many fewer were both of you? Or
I did more.
you did more?
I had 45 more than I did last year.
Damn,
You
I did
had-
14 less.
Okay.
How many?
Uh-oh.
You're going to like triple what I did, huh?
I had 840 achievements unlocked.
Oh!
That's 87 fewer than last year.
Oh my god!
He's a fiend, people. He's a fiend.
Across 55 games and 99 rare achievements.
Jeez.
Holy shit!
What can I say? I'm a gamer.
Oh, that's how many games I got achievements in. Never mind.
I believe that's what it is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
After achievements is keyboard and mouse versus controller.
I don't have that.
Okay. Do you play with controller at all?
I played on controller like maybe half a dozen times when I was kind of getting back into GTA.
Okay. That could just be why.
Yeah, mine was 64% played with keyboard and mouse and 36% played with controller.
I'm like almost a perfect split. I'm 51 keyboard and mouse and 49 controller.
Nice.
I think this next part is our top 3 games.
Yeah.
So this is not going to be the same as our top 3 lists.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
not like our game of the years.
No, but this is our Steam replay top 3. I'll just say all of mine real quick. Sure. Hollow Knight Silksong with 18% of my total playtime of the year. 120 sessions played. Marvel Rivals with 11% of my total playtime for the year and 31 sessions played. V-Rising with 9% and 15 sessions. That is me.
Chase, I would like you to go next because I feel a little embarrassed about my percentage of a particular game after hearing that.
So for me, it's Monster Hunter Wilds with 11% of my playtime and 67 sessions played. And then Cyberpunk 2077 with 6% of playtime and 34 sessions. And Warhammer Space Marine 2 with 5% playtime and 26 sessions.
Nice. Kelly, I think what you have found out here just now is that you just play the games you really like, and we play a lot of different games.
Yeah, I feel no less embarrassed after hearing that. Coming in at number 1 is Marvel Rivals at 34% of my playtime.
Wow.
I honestly thought it would be higher.
With 276 sessions played. It wins by a fucking landslide, by the way, because I just attached my Marvel Rivals account to my Discord this morning to see the overall stats. I have played 2.2 thousand matches.
Damn.
Of Marvel Rivals. And this game just came out barely over a year ago now.
Did it come out last year?
Yes, it did.
Funny.
Yep. Marvel Rivals, 34% of playtime, 276 sessions played. Like I said, above all others by a fucking landslide. Cyberpunk 2077 is next with 10% of my playtime and 57 sessions played. And then finally V-Rising with 8% of playtime and 54 sessions played.
Yeah, our third one's the same.
34% of playtime.
All right, now we move on to how we compare, stacking our year against the rest of the Steam community. This one is kind of unbelievable to me. The Steam median numbers are ridiculous. So, Chase, since we know that you had the highest for this, why don't we just go with yours?
So for the top one being achievements, I had 840 achievements this year, with the Steam median being 11.
Yeah, because the median's going to be the same all around, so I just thought that would be funny to say those compared to next to each other.
Yeah, when we were upstairs talking about this a teeny tiny bit before we started recording, you were like, yeah, the Steam median makes me feel real bad. And I was like, I don't know what you mean by that. And then you said the achievements, and I was like, oh.
Dude, it's crazy that the Steam median for games played is 4.
That is really crazy to me.
Again, makes me feel bad about having 82 games played this year.
That's okay, brother. I'm at 54.
I'm at 49.
How do you play 4 games?
I don't know.
For 365 days.
I guess you just have a few that you only play those.
I don't get it.
And then my longest streak was 15 days.
What was yours?
My longest streak was 60 days.
Okay, good. My longest streak was 40 days.
I just have a lot of days where I don't really feel like playing games.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't have those days. I usually get on Marvel Rivals.
I'll come home, I'll think about playing a video game, and then I'll get on my phone, and then I won't get off of my phone.
Sad.
And then I'll watch YouTube. So, it is what it is. The breakdown for new games, recent and classic games, I played 39% new releases. In terms of time spent, it says here that all Steam users spent 14% of their playtime on new games this year.
Mm-hmm. What was your percentage of new releases, Chase?
I had 48% of my
Damn.
playtime was on new releases.
Mine was 17.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, I guess you can click on the other ones. So recent favorites that came out within the past 1 to 7 years, 49%, and then 12% classic games.
See, 42% of the games I've played were released within the last 7 years, and then 10% of the games I played were released more than 8 years ago.
Pretty tight grouping here.
Uh-huh.
For the boys.
Yep, for sure. Anyway, 72% recent favorites came out in the last 1 to 7 years, and 11% classic games.
Nice. All right.
I will throw out one more bit of information stat-wise from mine, because I guarantee your guys' are different. And this is like a self-call-out for... I am very much like... I like to play games with my friends, and I like to play like narrative-driven single-player games. Arc. You will never catch me queuing up with randoms.
Yeah.
I'm not social
Arc Raiders.
like that.
Not Arc Survival.
Yeah, right, yes.
Oh, God.
For clarification. Either one, actually.
Yeah.
New friends added this year. 2.
Where do you see that? At the top?
That's right under your spider graph.
Okay. New friends added 7.
Damn,
You
what
tripled
the fuck?
me.
Games gifted 15. I like to give my friends games.
Games gifted 3. New friends? Hey, 2.
Me and you, man. Me and you.
I think that's a good spot to leave off from our Steam replays. There's a lot of visual things that can't really translate well into a conversation on a podcast. So let's move on to talking about our top 3 games we played this year.
And for clarification, one more time, that does not have to be games that came out this year.
Nope. Yep. Just games that we played this year. Doesn't matter when they came out. I mean, I've already talked a lot about Silksong. I'm probably not going to rehash any of the reasons why it is one of my top 3 games of the year. It's a great game. I rolled credits on it. It's awesome. I still have stuff to do, but yeah, Hollow Knight Silksong is definitely earning one of my top 3 spots. And we'll go around.
Are we doing a 3-2-1 situation, like third, second, first? Or?
No, we're just no specific order.
Well, perfect segue, because I will rehash Hollow Knight. Because it is...
Well, I said Silksong.
Oh.
Hollow Knight's a different game.
What do you mean?
Give me a second, I gotta reset.
You got to resync?
Resync.
I'm taking psychic damage.
Beginning resynchronization.
I'm taking psychic damage.
I'm gonna edit in the audio clip of the beginning resynchronization.
Jesus Christ. All right.
I need you to clip the audio of I'm taking psychic damage, because I need that to be able to be a soundbite.
I say that all the
If
time.
there's ever an edit where like I'm talking for too long and it's like, could he just shut up? Just in the background, just I'm taking psychic damage.
I've never thought that.
I haven't
to
either,
be fair.
no.
So
I think it about myself, but I don't think it about you. In my top games, 100% Hollow Knight is up there as my number 1.
hell yeah.
It is.
Oh, you're doing a numbered thing?
I did first, second, and third place. You said come up with your top 3, so inherently, in my brain, that means with first, second, and third place.
All right. Well, I'll number mine. Hollow Knight Silksong is my number 1.
My number 1 was Hollow Knight. It
Hell yeah.
was my first time ever playing the game, and it has been a really long time, you guys, since I have ever sat down and fully just been like, I want to play this game all the way through as thoroughly and also as timely as possible.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I just want to absorb everything I can
You
about
were
this
definitely
world.
dedicated.
I was, and I had 2 games like that this year, and Metroid Fusion did not make my top 3, but Metroid Fusion was another game that I was like, I just want to play this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Hollow Knight definitely made my top 3. In fact, made my number 1. Hollow Knight definitely was in my top 3 because it was just so excellent. I loved everything about it. I loved the combat. I loved the ability to change the gems that you have and update your abilities and like how you interact with the world, how you move around. And dude, that game made me cry a couple of times.
Yeah. Really hard ones.
Oh my God. Dude, for anyone...
you're going to cry again.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. For those who have played It Takes Two, the scene with the elephant, if you know, you know, that shit makes me, like, hysterically sob.
Yeah.
Me and Maddie haven't gotten through It Takes Two.
Oh, God.
I think we had just gotten to the point I'm throwing nails and she has a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
But I keep hearing stuff about an elephant scene from
There's
it.
A sad scene.
I'm a very soft-hearted lady, and that scene makes me fucking inconsolably sob. I cried harder at Hollow Knight.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
I didn't.
No, not even close.
I didn't.
You cried for multiple...
minutes.
You cried, like, later in the evening when it got brought up again with the... with the It Takes Two thing. This is on a different level. I'm going to go ahead and call you out.
Yeah, Hollow Knight... Oh my God, Hollow Knight made me sob. I don't know though, because if you're using that as a qualifier, I definitely also cried later when it was brought up again with Hollow Knight.
True. Yeah, maybe it was similar, but it was the in the Crystal Mines.
I don't know if I...
You probably didn't take time to walk by this
character.
There's a little... You don't... It's literally nothing. Like it's
just like an interact.
It's just you walk up and this character's like, there's so much stuff here we can all mine.
He's
Let's
like-
all get rich together, basically.
He's like, get a pickaxe, we'll do it together. This is gonna be such a fun time. And then he does like his...
And then Kelly is crying.
No, I'm not. Shut up. And then the corruption takes over the world and you go back and then he's evil and you kill him and I killed him and I was really sad because when I killed him, he went, ah! And then Sam looked at me and he said, you didn't have to kill him. And I was like, you can't say that to me. You can't say that to me.
I did say that. I said, why did you kill him? You didn't have to kill him.
That made it worse. He shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. But I did then say it's not like he would have been fine if you didn't kill him. He would have probably still... I think he does end up dying regardless. All right, moving on.
The single tier. No.
Chase, what was your number one or first slot in the top 3 list?
So there was some contention between two of them. And whenever I give the second one its spot, I'll explain why I played them out like this. But I'm going to give my number one this year to Digimon Time Stranger.
Nice.
You know, and there are obviously like biases and factors that go into that. Like I had brought up earlier, I haven't played a Pokemon game since Legends Arceus, and nothing they've put out since Arceus has given me any indication of like, oh man, this is like a big step forward for Pokemon. Like,
yeah,
you know, got to get it. And so I've just avoided them, and I've seen, you know, a lot of like the community's issues with their recent games. So Time Stranger got put out to me as like a complete out of nowhere, like didn't know that it was out, didn't know that it was like supposed to be a thing, and then
I didn't even know they made Digimon games. I'll be real.
Yeah.
I started seeing stuff about like the new Pokemon leaks for the like newest Pokemon game and their mega evolutions, and everybody in the community really upset about them. And because of those posts, I started coming across people saying like, hey, look, Game Freak and Nintendo have been letting you guys down for like a decade. They have not like improved upon the formula in a decade. You need to check out the newest Digimon. It's everything that you want Game Freak to have like done. And so I was like, you know what? I remember I liked the old Digimon show and movie. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. And gameplay has been so fun. It's like a traditional like team composition, turn-based combat, which again, it's been that year for me.
Yeah.
But then the story. I know that I've talked about this with you at work, Sam, but Pokemon, you know, there's a lot of like background lore where it's like, oh, you know, there was the Great War, but that's not like affecting you currently. Yeah. You're just a kid running around.
The story in Pokemon is like, defeat the gyms and beat your rival to it.
Right, and like, you know, maybe there will be a gang where it's like Team Rock and it's like, oh, they're bad guys. They're like trying to steal Pokemon, which is, yeah, that's bad. They're a bad organization.
There was a war?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get into that.
That's why like all the adults are gone.
Literally.
Oh,
That's why the second gym leader is a lieutenant
Oh,
or whatever. He's a sergeant. What is he?
Fucking God.
But so I didn't know what to expect story-wise going into Digimon because, obviously Pokemon have I'd like to say that they would have grown with their audience, but they have maintained, which nothing wrong with. They've very much maintained keeping a child appropriate audience for all the new games going forward. They haven't really matured as the original players have. Digimon, I have straight up had to watch somebody poison somebody that they cared about because they didn't realize that it was the person they cared about, and then when you told them, they had a complete and total mental breakdown and then proceeded to die.
Yeah, Digimon is on some real shit. Some dark ass shit.
Straight up had another Digimon turn around who had an addiction problem and basically turned around and he was like, and everybody's here's dead. There's no reason to party anymore. I'm going to kill myself.
Holy shit.
And so it's very heavy themes to it and just so much more content gameplay wise than a Pokemon game. So game of the year 100% because I still want to go back to it. I just set it aside to do some other stuff. But
yeah. Well, and you're waiting to see if there's a patch for the DLC.
Yes.
That got horrible reviews.
They came out with a DLC that is apparently bricked the game. If you try to boot it up after you've bought and installed the DLC, it just crashes, or you go through a load screen and game crashes. So I'm just holding off because I don't want that to ruin me saying it's my game of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you telling me a lot of wild shit about that Digimon game. There's some crazy things that I would never expected an IP of a show that I used to watch as a kid to do.
Yeah.
But regardless, yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much. Moving on to my number 2 spot, Citizen Sleeper. This was a early play for me this year. I played it in February. And Citizen Sleeper is a visual novel / light RPG. There's a little bit of dice rolling and stuff, and you make all the decisions. Basically, Citizen Sleeper was one of those games that sucked me in. From the time I started playing it to the time I finished it was a 2-day period, and I spent 20 hours of those 2 days playing this game.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't get every ending, but I got all but 2 of the endings. I didn't want to go back and do the bad ones, so I just did the ones that I wanted to. It's one of those games where once you roll credits for the first time, it lets you just kind of reload to the last decision you made before the decision that sent you on the game ending path. So you're able to get through your main run and then kind of branch off and do the other stuff that you missed out on, which I thought was really good because I didn't want to start over. But the writing is really good. I love sci-fi. It was a really well-written sci-fi that also was very inclusive for sci-fi and for games in general. Super good writing. Had a great time playing it. I really will enjoy, I'm sure, when I do actually play the second game. I'm sure I'm going to do that next year. But yeah, that takes my number 2 spot.
My number 2 slot is going to go to Cyberpunk, which is also a game that I played earlier in the year and honestly had kind of high-key forgotten that I even played it this year until we took a look at the Steam replay and I said, oh fuck, I gotta change my top 3! I loved Cyberpunk. Again, it was the first time that I ever played it, and I absolutely devoured that game. Only critique, you can't romance Johnny. What the fuck's up with that?
He's a program.
I don't care.
I was going to say, I think from the definitely not story-wise, but outside looking in, that would just V becomes the biggest narcissist. He's obsessed with himself. Just looking in the mirror going, God, you're hot. He's looking at Johnny in his mind, and everybody else is like, dude, get over yourself.
Just
Straight
literally
up.
masturbatory.
Well, don't get me wrong. I love Judy. I love Judy. That's my freaking girl, dude. No?
Pan Am.
I love Pan Am too.
I'm a Pan Am boy too, but Judy's also not into men. So.
I was about to say, Pan Am is not for the girls, you guys. If I want Pan Am to be for the girls, I gotta install a mod.
Hey, I mean, we just played the experience that we had access to. This is not an argument about who's better.
I'm going to install a mod so Pan Am is for the girls.
Said, hey, I've played both sides, Pan Am, Best Girl.
Yeah, Pan Am's
Oh, shit.
romance
Okay, yeah.
is really awesome.
Tank sex, you know?
Underwhelming sex scene. Very
I
underwhelming
think all of the
sex
sex
scene.
scenes in that game are underwhelming.
No, not Judy's.
I don't know.
Not Judy's.
I guess
Judy
sex
be
scenes
going
aren't really
crazy.
a thing for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Judy be going crazy. Woo. I loved Cyberpunk.
You're crying again.
Oh my God, she is. She's
tearing
bawling.
up. Oh my gosh,
You
Judy,
guys-
what did you do to my woman?
Guys, I'm not crying.
Gaslight.
Gaslight.
Yeah. Loved Cyberpunk. I was not expecting to like that game as much as I did. I've had a lot of people recommend me that game for a very long time, and it was kind of a situation where I was very fortunate to have one of my good friends purchase it for me. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to sit down and play this game, because in the very least, I've had a bunch of people say that they think I will like it, and I have no excuse not to play it because I have it in my library now, so let's give it a go. And I loved it.
Hell yeah.
As a big fan of Cyberpunk, I'm very excited for Orion, if you've heard about that.
I don't remember if I have.
That's their next project for like the sequel.
Yes.
Or, I don't know if it'll be like an actual like story sequel, but next Cyberpunk game.
I do remember that now that you say that.
I hope I don't have a fucking life-ending thing in my brain, because that shit is one of my
Said,
biggest
hate
issues.
that.
Yeah.
What? You don't want a biochip or a tadpole?
or a mind flayer
Or
tadpole?
tadpole, yeah. My biggest issues with both that game and with Baldur's Gate is, come on, I just want to live in a world. Let me be my own character.
See, well, and so I actually, because again, want to preface, I loved Cyberpunk 2077. I had the opinion brought up. I ended up watching a Josh Strife video, Josh Strife Hayes. He does like deep dives on game. His like primary thing is, was it any good? Is like a retrospective on a game and looking at it from like not just like gameplay, but narrative, music, design. And he brought up a really interesting point that I hadn't really thought of with Cyberpunk that I hope gets changed with Orion, but is there are no consequences. You can go out and like start shooting up police. You can cause issues with different street gangs, but it never becomes like you're locked out of this interaction because this gang doesn't like you.
That's
You're
true.
kicked out of this because you did that. The Corpo, Nomad, and like Street Kid, yes, you get like a couple of options, but at no point are there any people who refuse to work with you because you're a Corpo, who refuse to work with you because of any of these things.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've never given that
It's
any
almost
real
like
thought.
similar to the Johnny chip in your brain. There's not a lot of actual choices being made.
Well, which is where he made a very good point that I agree with, is Cyberpunk is a very good action game, but it is not actually a role-playing game.
Yeah. I would say it's more like action narrative.
Yeah.
I would agree.
But yeah,
That's
just,
interesting.
I
is really
had just watched that the other day, and I was like, oh,
That's a good point.
I wonder what, like, because again, I love the game. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that as like, no, that like makes it a bad game.
Oh,
But,
no.
like,
yeah, no, I know.
as
I
soon as
enjoyed
he
my time
said
with
that, I was like,
Wait.
you know what?
Yeah.
That does make a lot of sense. It's kind of like looking at like when I played it and like the times where I would like step away. It's like, I think that is what I was missing with the
Yeah.
experience.
No, that's very true, because when I think about it, I mean, Baldur's Gate, in comparison, it does some things really right in that department, because while it still is like you're going to end up following the same narrative overall because of the mind flayer tadpole that you have in your brain, but something that Baldur's Gate does super right in that department, a really kind of small example of it, is when if you kill someone and then try to speak with dead, it goes, the corpse is willing to speak, but not to its killer.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, shit.
Well, and or you just made me think of the Zentarum. You can ally with them very early on, and that gives you access to like being able to talk to them at like different sections of different parts of the game. If you go like offensive and bad, whether it be with the lockbox or the the Zentrum in the like goblin camp.
I stole the lockbox.
They will not be friendly to you
They
if you
won't.
see them again.
I wanted. What is it? It's the fucking
The Iron
Beholder.
the
Flask.
Iron Flask. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my shit. I
The
wanted
Beholder is, I fear, too good to pass up. You throw that shit in Act 2 to fend off the shadows while Halsin's opening the portal. Oh boy. The Beholder helps.
I saved it, the like rush at the very end of the game to like get to like your final fight.
Yeah.
I threw it there and it got melted like instantly because I didn't realize that like it doesn't scale. So like
Yeah.
everything by the end of the game is way high level, and you found that in Act 1.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like, go. No, don't hurt him. Don't hurt him.
All right.
Number
So
3.
I think that's my number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yes.
I got us distracted because I wanted to talk about Cyberpunk.
Oh,
No, I love to yap. I love to yap.
My number 2 is Expedition 33, which didn't get my top spot just because like I loved it, really enjoyed the story, the music, but I can't like lie to myself. There was that time period where I'd made it. It turned out to be I was a little ways over halfway through, which I didn't think I was.
Yeah.
But where I'd kind of hit like a rut of I'm not really seeing any new enemies. I keep getting a lot of like new weapons that aren't of any benefit to me because it would make me like rebuild my whole play style around it, and I've already done that.
Yeah.
So
Kind of started to become stale at a point.
yeah, and while like getting back into it after that point and beating it, best decision I could have made. Glad that I didn't like give up on it because it did not deserve that. But yeah, I can't give it my number 1 because I definitely did have some friction getting through it.
Fair. Yeah, I remember you talking about it. For a little bit, it almost seemed like you were not going to finish it.
Yeah, I mean, there was like at least like a full week where I kept like coming into work being like, yeah, I keep telling myself I'm going to boot that up tonight, and I don't do it.
Yeah.
I got to that point with Hollow Knight at a couple of points, which like by that parameter, maybe it shouldn't be my number 1, but I do still want it to be my number 1. I have never cursed more at a game, I don't think.
That's just how that kind of game works, though.
Yeah.
There were a couple of fights that were really hard. Anyway, I digress.
Are we on to number 3s now?
Mm-hmm.
For number 3 on my list, I put Absalom. And it's the game I mentioned earlier that is a side-scrolling beat-em-up mixed with Hades. I haven't put a crazy amount of time into it, I'll be honest, but it got my top 3 spot, or my third spot in my top 3 list, because just the amount of intrigue that game drummed up in me when I found it. I was like so pumped about it. And it's a co-op game. Couch co-op is one of my favorite things, going back to playing games on PlayStation 2 with my brother. So like it was partly nostalgia, partly like, oh, this really shiny new like art style that I haven't seen any games pull off really well. The gameplay is really good. The combat's snappy and responsive. The boss fights are fun, and the music is awesome. So Absalom took my third spot.
My third spot is gonna, to no one's surprise, it's gonna go to Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 has been in like my top 3 games for like the last 2 years at this point. I absolutely love that game. It is so near and dear to my heart. It's become such a comfort game to me. Even though, Jesus Christ, I wish I could skip Act 1 and I should really look into a way to skip it because
Dude, they need an alternate start mod like they did for Skyrim.
Yes,
100%.
please, Jesus Christ, because I have played it so many times that every time I'm like walking up to the Druid Grove, I'm like, God, shit, here we go again. And I hate doing it at this point.
Just like give me a way to replace Act 1.
Yeah.
With a different story, because there's like a whole Act 1 is like a perfect place to cut it off and make a different beginning.
Yeah.
Because if you have a tadpole, you're gonna make it your way to the moon. What is it?
Moonrise Tower.
Moonrise
Yeah.
Tower. You're gonna make your way there at some point anyway. So like if you just cut out Act 1 and have mods that give you an entirely different beginning, that'd be sick.
You know what, you guys? I know what I'm doing after we're done recording this episode. I'm going to look and see if they have that already because they've released that mod DLC framework for Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
I would
maybe they
actually
do.
be kind of shocked if they don't already have something like that, or in the very
That's a
least...
pretty in-depth mod.
I know,
to-
but I was going to say, like, I wasn't done, or in the very least, under development.
That's fair.
That'd be cool. You'll have to let me know.
Yeah. Oh, I will.
Because that's something where, like, I mean, if those tools are, like, really usable as a DM,
Yeah.
would be pretty cool to be able to just set up a world
for
to
sure.
send friends to play through.
Me and my brother had talked about that. Like, that would be such a... I mean, back when we played Divinity Original Sin 2, I think that game does have, like, some tools for making your own little campaign.
Oh, man.
Maybe we should look into that.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. But what is... Who's up next?
Chase. Me. My third slot, I am going to give to Monster Hunter.
Nice.
Because, again, I've been playing a whole lot of it, and I may not be playing it like every night, but I'm still consistently coming back. They continue to have really fun events that bring me back and just keep adding a lot of fun monsters.
Hell yeah.
I think I'll probably be playing it for at least another year.
Sweet. Monster Hunter Wilds?
Yes.
Nice. Cool. So that wraps up our top 3 lists for games that we played this year. Let us know down in the comments what your favorite game that you played this year was.
Yeah.
All right, on to our honorable mentions. I will just go through mine real quick. I have 6. Metroid Fusion. I enjoyed that game quite a bit when we played it for our game homework. Sword of the Sea. Big fan of that. It was a fun little time. I played it in one sitting. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. I have been playing this. It's the first JRPG I've ever played. I've got about 25 hours into it, having a good time. Pacing is kind of shit, I'll be honest. Core Keeper. Talked about that quite a bit this year. V Rising we've talked about. And Enshrouded is my final honorable mention.
That's a good honorable mention. I almost gave it one, but I was like,
I almost gave... I guess I'll throw in Baldur's Gate 3 because we finished it this year, so... Our save, at least.
Yeah, I also have 6 honorable mentions. Actually, let me go ahead and up that to 7. It feels rude not to put Marvel Rivals in there. I don't know why.
You don't need to honorable mention Marvel Rivals.
Well,
you've already mentioned it quite a bit.
Yeah, that's true. My honorable mentions are going to go out to Metroid Fusion. Loved playing that game. Crime Scene Cleaner, which I haven't really talked much about on this podcast, but I absolutely love Crime Scene Cleaner. There's a lot of unexpected little story pieces in there as you move through the levels that I really appreciate. Stardew Valley, because of course. Dispatch, also because of course. Tomb Raider, guys, we're 3 for 3 on the well, of course. And then V Rising.
Nice.
See, I've only got 3 honorable mentions. Actually, nope, that's a lie. I've got 4.
That's a lie.
I'm a liar. My first honorable mention is going to go to Chronos, The New Dawn.
Nice.
Really enjoyed it. Would have loved to have 100%ed it, but due to Steam Cloud issues, my entire save was erased. So, as much as I loved it, not enough to go through all of it again, just so I can beat it a final time for the true ending. I can use YouTube. Second for me is going to be for Metroid Fusion.
Hell yeah.
Of course, I think we all had a blast playing that together.
Enjoyed it.
And I think I lied again. I think it is only 3.
What was the secret?
I'm keeping you on your toes.
Fourth.
And then the final one being South Park Stick of Truth, because I finally got around to playing that, and it was a good time.
Yeah, I remember playing
had a
that
good
when it
time.
came out. It was fun. Wait, was that 4 or 3?
That was 3.
Oh, okay. What was the possible 4th one?
I don't remember.
Okay, all right,
that's
word.
the
That's why
issue
it's not
is
there.
As soon as my head went to pull it, it went, I think you're thinking of this. And I was like, I mean, I was going to say that one, but there was another.
What was it?
Hell yeah. Well, that's it for our lists of games. One other thing I wanted to talk about was our favorite moments, our favorite Resync moments from the year. And I'll throw mine in the ring first. Mine is more of a theme than a moment, but it is all of the times that Chase's face, he knows what I'm saying. All of the times that Chase didn't realize that there was a game mechanic that did something that would make his whole life a lot easier. And I'll give like the crown of all of those different occurrences. I'll give the crown to not being able to aim up
In Metroid Fusion.
Yeah, because he didn't know in Metroid Fusion you could
diagonal
press
aiming.
because you could press the right bumper or the left bumper, I can't remember. I think it's the left bumper, to diagonally aim up. So that's mine. We have coined it as bricks for utensils.
I'm going to cry just because laughing. God.
How about you guys? What are your favorite moments of Resync's first year?
So I actually have a secret one that only you got to experience, because we talked about it outside of the podcast, and I straight up told you, this is probably going to turn out to be a Bricks' Utensils thing because this is bothering me.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you asked me about it, and then I texted you later that night and said, yep, it happened. So there's a fight in Digimon where the character just will regularly put your team to sleep, and not just like one of your like 4 people, everybody goes to sleep, and then you just get decimated and die. I was struggling with that fight, and I was talking to Sam about it, and I was like, yeah, like this is really bothering me. I'm sure there's something that I'm missing and just not acknowledging, but I tried to look and I didn't think I saw anything that could help me with this. And Sam goes, there's nothing that can either like counter or just like lower the chance for like getting put to sleep? And confidently I was like, don't think so.
And I was like, that's crazy.
Got home, lost another attempt at that fight, and then proceeded to look at my inventory and see that I could in fact completely negate sleep. And then had to text Sam to let him know there was another incident. And with those being some of Sam's favorite moments, I think it's only fair that I bring my shameful one to the attention of everyone.
You can't bear your shame here.
No.
Well, I have 2, and they're tied for first place.
No, you have to pick one. I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm not
kidding.
gonna. So.
I'm just kidding.
No, I know. I have 2. They're tied for first place, and it's gonna have to also go to Bricks for Utensils.
No.
I know. I'm so sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to I was not trying to single you out for the whole favorite moment of the year. It was very funny, and just like there's nothing else I can say about it. It's very funny. And then tied for first place. This might be kind of a, I don't know. This feels like kind of, I've been saying cop out a lot this episode. This feels like kind of a cop out.
What is it?
Cheat answer. My number one moment for Resync is being on Resync with you guys.
Oh,
I'm saying, well, now you're just gonna make us look bad.
Chase, what was yours? What was yours? Didn't even happen on the podcast. Well,
it's a good thing we're not a visual medium. This video's getting taken down.
Yeah, my number one was for sure just Bricks for Utensils, and also just getting to hang out with you guys and talk about games on the podcast. It's been a really good year. It's been a really fucking good year of podcast speak, guys.
Yeah, it's been fun. Oh, this is one final little bit of statistics. I looked at a little bit of info from our Spotify Wrapped. We are in 13 people's top 10 shows for this year. And we are in 11 people's top 5 for shows. So in our 15 followers, we're doing pretty good. And then we are 4 people's number 1 show.
Hey.
And I'm not one of those people, so I'm like,
I'm not either.
I'm looking around the room. There's not 4 people in here, so. And then another little bit of information that I thought was really interesting is we got a few little award things. Not really awards, but they were like presented as awards on the Spotify Wrapped thing for creators. Our debut season was more popular than 76% of other new shows.
Hey,
Whoa.
that's substantial.
Thanks, you guys. That's awesome.
Yeah. A 2025 instant hit show is the little award title.
Oh.
We got 2 more. A 2025 talked about show. We received more comments than 95% of other new shows, and the most shared as well. We received more shares than 93% of other new shows. So, we're talking about like pretty small numbers here in terms of our comments and shares that we really appreciate. Don't get me wrong, but that just shows you how hard it is to break out in a podcasting scene.
Oh yeah.
Like if we're already reaching those numbers, and I'm not actually sure how accurate these are, but that was just a little bit of a nice thing to see.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be interesting to share. So thank you guys for listening and sharing and talking about our show.
Yeah, literally means so much that you guys are willing to take the time to listen to what we have to ramble on about.
Oh yeah, because we ramble.
What?
We ramble good.
Uh-uh.
But according to those Spotify statistics, we're above average.
Woo!
Yeah, I thought those were interesting statistics.
Those are really
Yeah.
interesting.
But yeah, like I said before, guys, make sure to leave comments about what your favorite games that you played this year were.
Well, my friends, I think that's been this episode of Resync. If you made it to the end, thanks for listening. If you like what you heard, you can follow us at ResyncCast on Blue Sky.
And hey, you guys, while you're over there, we're going to go ahead and link our Discord server, which we're going to get up and running for you guys. There, you're going to be able to talk about the episodes that you've listened to. You're going to be able to give recommendations for gamer homework to us. And we'll be in there too. We'll hop in to chat with you guys every once in a while.
Yeah, and maybe over in the Discord you might get some preliminary information about some fun tabletop projects we might be working on.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure you'll be able to vote in some polls on the Discord to decide, like Kelly said, possible game homework and, other stuff that's in the works. So look out for that and join the Discord if you want to become a part of the community. We would appreciate it. And it's probably going to be the best place to keep up with what's going on with the show.
And also just a really fun way to interact with us, interact with the podcast a little more as a whole, and also interact with your fellow listeners.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget to rate us, preferably 5s. And I'm not going to give you a choice.
Oh.
Tell your mom about us.
Yeah.
Tell her.
Guys, this bit has gone on so much further than I ever anticipated.
Yeah, that's how it is, though. You can find Resync on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music.
And until next time, you guys, thank you for listening. Happy holidays.
I hope you've all had a fantastic 2025. And just like Resync, your 2026 is looking bright.
See you in the year of Resync, motherfuckers. 2026!
Bye.